What you're on probation for. You know the range of punishment, up to life in prison. Don't be that person, you understand?
We're back in Judge Boyd's courtroom, and today it's not some petty case. This time, it's a teen thug who's been tormenting the neighborhood for years, and now is finally facing real consequences. We're talking aggravated robbery with a co-defendant, the kind of charge that can put you away for decades. The atmosphere is tense because Judge Boyd isn't here to babysit wannabe gangsters. In this courtroom, one wrong move can mean the difference between walking out in cuffs or walking out with a second chance. The big question is, does a guy like this even have a shot at redemption, or is the system about to swallow him whole? Let's dive in and see for ourselves.
And Mr. Bach, your client is dressed appropriately for court, but he's late for court.
Just my ride was late.
No. Here's the thing. It's you who are late. You can't blame it on your ride because your ride is not seeking probation from the court. You understand?
Yes.
All right. The court is calling 1 CR 99738 versus Demetra Lavallee. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
The defense?
Charles Clark, Mr. Lavallee.
And are you Mr. Lavallee?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Don't be late for court again. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't be late when you're reporting to probation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here for sentencing. On May 31st, the defendant entered a plea of no contest, applied for deferred adjudication. The repeater count was waived. We were actually here for sentencing on September 29th, but the defendant had a medical emergency, so we're here today. Mr. Lavallee, are you feeling better today?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor. Yeah.
Defense?
Yes.
All right, any objections to the PSI report? State?
None from the state.
Defense?
No, Judge.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I wanted to point out that since the date of the plea, he has paid the restitution in full up front.
Not in full.
Well, the $2,000.
It's $2,600.
But he paid he owes $600, so he paid $2,000 of the $2,600, which, as the court can see from the plea bargain paperwork, was part of the conditional plea that we took. I believe he's an excellent candidate. He will do well on deferred, and I ask that you follow the plea bargain.
All right. So, Mr. Lavallee, you had entered a plea bargain agreement with the state, but that plea bargain was changed. So that plea bargain was changed to the state is recommending deferred adjudication and no longer opposed to your application. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you wish to proceed with this new plea bargain agreement in which the state is recommending that you receive deferred adjudication?
Yes, ma'am.
And state, did you understand that to be the new plea bargain agreement that's been reached with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. The only thing that I think maybe we need to update on the paperwork is since he paid $2,000 up front, I don't want him, I guess, it to be ordered that he has.
Oh, I will make sure that that is taken care of. And defense,
Yes.
do you understand that that's the new agreement and you're in agreement with the state recommending deferred adjudication for your
I
client?
do, and I am.
And did you have ample opportunity to discuss the change in the plea bargain agreement with your client?
Yes, Judge.
And you believe he is aware of the consequences of receiving deferred adjudication for this case?
Absolutely.
And do you agree, or are you in agreement that he is doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right. If there is nothing else from either side with regards to the PSI report, anything else you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Lavallee, how old are you?
27.
All right. So what are you doing with your life?
Working right now.
Doing what?
Car washing.
Oh, is that fine?
Not really.
No. So what are you planning on doing?
I'm gonna get my CDL.
All right. So when are you doing that?
I'm gonna start CDL school as soon as I get my monitor on.
Okay. All right. And with regards to the monitor, state?
Judge, we hadn't considered it. He hasn't picked up any new offenses, so we have no objection to removing.
Okay. All right. CDL requires a license. Sometimes when you have certain charges that may impact your ability to get certain occupations that require a license. So probably want to discuss with your attorney and look into that before you start spending money for that. You understand? Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
Age?
I got a 3-year-old daughter.
All right. That's the only one.
Yes, ma'am.
And where is she?
She at daycare right now.
Daycare is expensive.
Yes, ma'am.
So how often do you see her?
Maybe like twice a week. Weekends.
So where does she live? Where is her primary residence?
Stay with my mom.
Okay. All righty. This is what the court is. And I'm sorry, one last thing. Where are you living?
My mom.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to follow your agreement, sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $600 to Gilbert Diaz. There's to be no contact with Gilbert Diaz and Gilbert Estrada. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 120 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. The court is aware of your medical issues. So if you're unable to do the COVID vaccination because of your medical issues, then the 120 hours will be waived completely once you complete parenting classes. And there's to be regular UA. Probation. Is there anything else that he needs? Yes, we'll do field visits one time per month for 3 months. If there are no issues, then we can do away with the field visits. Is there anything else?
Would you consider setting his supervisory fees at the statutory minimum?
Yes. And then there'll be removal of GPS. All right, Mr. Lavallee, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No.
And the reason why I'm setting your fees at the statutory minimum is because of your medical condition. All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? And of course, there goes without saying, there's to be no firearm or ammunition possession. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand? All right, we go off the record. Here's the thing. You're in your 20s. You're an adult legally, but technically you're not, because you're living with your mom. You need to follow your mom's rules. You need to help your mom keep the house clean. If she wants you to pay bills, you need to help her pay bills. If she says the television lights out at 10, guess what? Lights are at 10, because that's her house, her rules. And do not be bringing anyone over to her home without her permission. You understand? And take care of your baby. All right. Thank you. As soon as the state gives me the dismissal, I will sign it.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes.
Okay.
The first words out of Judge Boy's mouth, "You're late." And the excuse? He blames it on his ride. Like missing court is the same as missing the school bus. To his credit, he's yes-momming every sentence like his life depends on it. But let's be honest, he wasn't saying more, sir, when he was out robbing people. Judges can smell that fake respect from a mile away. Then comes a shocker, 4 years deferred for aggravated robbery. In Texas, that's a first-degree felony with a range of 5 years to life. And yet, he's basically walking out with probation. So what do you think? Did the judge give him a lifeline, or just set him up for a bigger crash later?
So what is happening with this case?
I talked to Rashawn this morning. The probation submitted to the court a request to remove his GPS monitor.
Okay.
And I can relay to the court. I think it's my understanding, Judge, he's been on since August of last year. And he's up to date on probation, done everything.
All right. Well, my understanding is that the state is in agreement to removal of GPS, correct, state?
That's what Rashawn had.
Oh, here you
I don't know who she.
Oh, is this? Thank you.
I always like to talk to
Yes,
people.
Judge, I'm sorry. I have it on there as initials.
I always like to have a conversation with people when GPS is removed. It's sort of when you have a child, right? And that child has always been under your care. And then they want to go away to college instead of going to, college that's in your city. For example, instead of going to UTSA, they say, hey, let me go to Austin. And it's sort of, you get this freedom and you don't know what to do with it. So you start doing crazy things. Do not do crazy things. Do you understand? So my understanding is that you've been doing well. You're still living with your mom? All right, that's good. And you're going to Center for Healthcare Services, taking care of everything? Any issues? Anything you need from the court? All right, stay on track. Do not let anyone else get you off track. You understand? Because when GPS is removed, there's going to be outside influences. Don't let that be you, because otherwise a motion to revoke could be filed. And what you're on probation for, the range of punishment up to life in prison. Don't be that person. You understand? All right. So, Ms. Abrams, on this, I'll allow removal of GPS.
Thank you, Judge.
All righty. All right. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court. I like that outfit. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Look at Cornelius saying thank you as though he had something to do with the outfit. Mr. Lavallee, did you confer with Mr. Cox on your outfit? Because he's taking credit for it. Maybe Mr. Cox, maybe he just saw you. And he's like, this is
If I can encourage you there.
Yeah.
All I have to say is, I'm sorry to him for going through this. I'm a forgivable person. And I just wish it wouldn't have went that way. I was hoping for something, I was hoping for an easy trade-off, but I did stay traumatized mentally for weeks, maybe months. Cost me a lot of money. My car was damaged when I got it back, and I just felt like if you walk away from this with probation, I think it's just because you got caught. And I feel like if you didn't get caught, you would have kept doing it. And I just, I don't know what else to say. I had a gun pointed to my head, and I seen my dad had a gun pointed to his head, and I could have not made it home to my daughter. And that really stuck with me in my head. I hope you learn from this. Like I said, I hate to try to get you into any, prison or anything like that. But I just feel like it's the consequences that you have to learn how to face, and you got to go in life with, knowing that there's consequences to everything you do. And I forgive you, bro. Like I just won't forget what you made me go through, and that was a scary moment. But yeah, whatever happens, I don't hate you. I forgive you, and I'll leave it up to the judge to decide.
I've got to say, Judge Boy went way too soft on this one. At times, it felt more like a fashion critique than a courtroom. She was more focused on outfits and the fact these defendants were out terrorizing people. And this guy, he wasn't turning his life around. He was gaming the system, buying time until he landed right back in here. That's a problem with deferred sentences. They sound like accountability, but half the time, it's just a revolving door. Here's a wild stat. Texas spends over $20,000 a year to keep one inmate locked up. But even deferred adjudication still drains taxpayer money, especially when defendants almost always violate it. So the question is, are second chances saving lives, or are we just recycling criminals through the system? Because with this guy, I knew it was only a matter of time before he came back.